For these organic salmon rolls, which are rolled in York cabbage, what you'll need is 100 grams of salmon cut into large chunks, 4 large cabbage leaves, York cabbage is what I'm using, a medium potato, pre-boiled, just boiled as well, keep it warm, and in the skin as well. Also for the dressing, 20 grams of ginger, grated, 5 grams of chili, chopped, you can use more, 1 clove of garlic, chopped, again you could use more, half a lime, and I'll use about 20 ml of olive oil, then just a little bit of salt and pepper to season. First I'm going to just make my dressing. I have the juice of half a lime here with the zest. Into that I'm going to add my garlic, my ginger, I'm making this quite gingery, and my chili. I'm going to season, a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, mixing around. If your lime, sometimes the juice, you could use the juice of the whole lime as well here. It depends really how juicy your lime is. And then I'm going to add about 20-30 ml of olive oil. Mix that around and let that stand for a while. Quite gingery, a little bit of spice. Very, very simple little dressing. There we go. I've trimmed my cabbage leaves to center stalks. And taken out the central stalk and any kind of poor quality leaves as well, I've just cut off. And into a pot of boiling, lightly salted water, just pop your cabbage. And this is called blanching and refreshing. And I'm just going to soften the cabbage for a few seconds, maybe cook it for about 30 seconds, thereabouts, just to soften it up. And then I'm going to cool it immediately in some cold water, iced water even. After about 30 seconds, the cabbage will get a lovely green colour, and to retain that colour, straight into cold water to allow it to cool down fully, and then drain it and pat it dry. Now I'm just going to take some of my dressing, about half it. I'm going to generously marinate my salmon, and also season that with a little bit of salt and pepper as well. And put that aside, let it marinate maybe for about 10-15 minutes, just before wrapping it. Next up, I'm just going to wrap my salmon rolls in the cabbage. So I'm just going to lay down my cabbage, simply place a piece of salmon into each roll, and just simply roll it all up, kind of 2 side seats it in there, and kind of pull it towards yourself as you're rolling, and roll it nice and tightly, just like that, and just continue that for the other 4. Just again, very, very simply, piece of salmon on the cabbage. If it's a little dry, add plenty of dressing on it and roll it all up. You don't have to be too fancy. And again, just like that. Now to finish this dish, I've just simply got a bamboo steamer. You can use any steamer, but these ones are really excellent. I've placed on a pot of boiling water, good highest boil possible. Steamer on there, and place your cabbage rolls, and salmon rolls I should say, onto the steamer. This thing cooks very, very quickly. It'll probably cook the salmon just perfectly within probably somewhere between 4 or 5 minutes. So I'm just going to cover that up and let that on a very, very high heat. Now, as I had mentioned, the potato, I had actually used this pot to cook the potato while it was coming to the boil, and then I just simply used the same water, and I actually used the same water to blanch the cabbage as well. It's a lot more convenient. I've also then the potato I just cut up. It was cooked in very, very lightly salted water, but you could adjust the seasoning there yourself. And I just, as that's cooking, the remainder of the dressing, about half of the remainder of the dressing that you have, I'm just going to mix through the potato. That's all it needs. As that's cooking, I'm just going to put that aside for serving. Now, having waited for about 5 minutes on a high heat, my cabbage and salmon rolls should be just nicely cooked. Just let you have a look at them there. And again, it's very, very efficient, the bamboo heater. So to serve these, I'm just going to put them back in the pot, just hold them hot. Just going to turn off the heat. And then I'm just going to very simply plate this. So to plate, very simply, I'm going to put some potatoes onto my plate. And then take 2 little cabbage rolls. Or we can cut one. As you can see, the salmon is just lovely cooked. And then I'm going to drizzle the whole thing with a little bit more of the dressing. Just all over, just get that nice piece of seasoning. There is a very, very simple little salmon, cabbage and potatoes.